Welcome back, everybody, to the NCAA Football 2006 SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. This is the off-season video. You're going to notice this is a pretty short video. It's not by design. It's more or less by accident. Real quick, Rashawn, Vincent, and Ousley, quarterback Rashawn, Javari Vincent, and Greg Ousley are all going pro. I'm already fast-forwarding to the signings here. I'm new to this. My capture device, I had some hotkeys set to it that I shouldn't have done. When I first got it, I thought that was going to be my editing device, and I found that it was going to be a different software that I was using for the editor, but I'd left the hotkeys in there. So every time that I pressed like the space bar or hit enter, the thing stopped, and I lost a lot of this recording for some reason. So that's my fault. This is only about a 5-minute video. These are going to be a little bit more like sit down as I kind of go through it, kind of a little bit more of a let's play type feel to it, a little bit more of a chill vibe as opposed to like a 5-minute synopsis. So in the future, these will be longer. I did have one that was longer earlier for the previous offseason, but didn't have any commentary towards it. That will change moving forward. You're going to see here we had the number 31 class. We had 17 recruits. I believe we had room for 16, so we do have to cut one person. I don't like doing that. I'm not sure who I do cut. I want to say it was a lineman. I'm not entirely sure. Or like a straggler linebacker. I can't cut the fullback even though I don't use one. So you're just going to see me kind of go through the roster here. I got 2 3-star wide receivers, Isaac Jones and Adam Anderson, subject to name change. You might see the name change here and there. Both are 76 overall, which is pretty dang good for a 3-star for both of them. So 76 is around the range you see like a default 4-star. I did get a 3rd wide receiver. The Stephen White guy was 6'2", 236. I immediately moved him to tight end, and he's a 72. It's where he belongs. So that's where he was supposed to be. He was only a 68 wide receiver, but all of his attributes look like he was a tight end. That's where he ended up. TJ Armstrong was a 3-star, 74 overall right tackle. I believe Barrett Lyles was another 3-star. I think we only have 1 2-star. I forgot what position that was. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to think about that more. Gonzalez was a 3-star guard, 74 overall. Again, decent little player. Patrick Cooper was the other one. 3-star center, Brian Phillips, 72 overall. 72 is where you want that 3-star to be. I always consider that kind of the baseline. The way I always kind of figured it, 80 was the baseline for a blue chip, 76 for a 4-star, 72 for a 3-star, 68 for a 2-star, and then 62 and under for a 1-star. You're going to see a few position changes there. I had 2 middle linebackers who are waiting in the wings to be moved to outside, or excuse me, to defensive end. So our defensive end goes from 3 to 5. You're not going to see the overalls really pop here. That will happen in the off-season training, which I don't believe I have is showing here. I might just show the roster at the end of the day. So yeah, this isn't the way I want these off-season video goes. I want to apologize. I'm really disappointed in how this turned out. We're going to move Miller here. That was always the plan, to move this safety to corner. He had more corner attributes than the previous off-season. So he'll come down. He's a 70. He's got great speed, jump, 6'2", 95 speed. The awareness will come. So we're excited to see what he can do in the future. He's more of a reserve corner for now, but we could definitely see him improve. So yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out about how this turned out. I really wanted to have a full kind of like sit down, chill vibe recruiting video where I could just kind of go through my process and just show how I was recruiting. But I wasn't able to do that. I want to show the guards here. I had three athletes. I believe I think the running back was a 2-star, but I got 2 other ones. Simmons was a right guard. As an athlete, I want to say he went from a 72 to a 78, and Jennings, a defensive tackle out of Iowa. He was an athlete out of Iowa that recruited late and was able to get him to swing from those Big Ten schools and come here, and he's going to be a pretty dang good defensive tackle down the road. At the end of this video, I want to highlight, this is probably the jewel of the class. Brad Johnson, he might go through a name change, 3-star quarterback out of Kingsgate, Washington, really popped in the recruiting session. He was a 78 overall, which is kind of like a mid to upper 4-star in terms of my evaluation. 93 throw power, 87 throw accuracy with decent speed, 72 speed, 70 acceleration, 65 agility. Probably the future, but we'll see you next time.